India and the UAE are all set to sign a free trade pact. The much-awaited pact will be signed during a virtual meeting between the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the UAE Crown Prince Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Let's first talk about the details of this agreement. It is called the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Negotiations on this agreement started in September 2021. The deal was agreed upon in December. India's Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson took to Twitter and highlighted that the focus will be on comprehensive strategic partnership for prosperity, growth and security of the two countries. This will be the second major trade deal after February 2021. India had signed a comprehensive economic cooperation and partnership agreement with Mauritius. At the moment, India is in the process of negotiating free trade agreements with the UK, Australia, the European Union, Canada, as well as Israel. The Indian Prime Minister and the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi have held a number of conversations in the past. The Indian Prime Minister was to visit the UAE on the 6th of January, but that was when the pact was supposed to be signed. But the visit could not materialize due to the surge in the Omicron cases. High-level visits between India and the UAE have been common over the past few years. The two countries have been cooperating in the areas of defense, security, cybersecurity, healthcare, as well as artificial intelligence. There are 3.4 million Indians in the UAE. That's the largest Indian diaspora anywhere in the world. Our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, getting you more.
In almost 1 hour from now, an important development will take place when it comes to India-UAE relationship. Not only the virtual summit between India and UAE will be presided over by the Indian and UAE leadership, but also the signing of the much-awaited FTA, the Free Trade Agreement. Now, we need to understand that this is an FTA that helps both countries in both ways, but also increases more avenue for trade. The bilateral relationship between the two countries stand at around $60 billion, and UAE is one of the largest investors in India, and also the third largest trading partner for New Delhi. But other than this FTA being an important milestone, there has been engagement in the past. High-level visits has been part of the relationship. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been to UAE 3 times. UAE leadership have been to India many times. And we know that people-to-people relationship is the main substratum of this relationship. UAE hosts the largest number of Indians outside of India, and they form essentially the living bridge between the two countries. When it comes to energy, UAE is the only foreign strategic partner of India in its strategic oil reserves, and the focus is that there are more engagement, especially on defense. Remember that there have been high-level visits of the Indian military establishment to UAE, and we can expect more such engagement. But essentially this week has been a week of increased engagement with West Asia, with the Gulf, given that we saw that the Omani Navy chief was in Delhi, and also Saudi Arabia's army chief was in Delhi. This is the first ever visit by the Saudi Arabian Army chief to Delhi, and shows the increased military engagement when it comes to India and, of course, that part of the world. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.